Hey all, hope you're doing great. This is Happy. Welcome back to the new coding recipe. In this video, I'm going to share you a bit of reusable stuff. So I'm going to share about a page container. So how it looks, something like this. So I have a header and I have a footer and I have some things here. For now, I just wrote a home page, and just for the sake of explanation, I'm using React router here. You need to install the package into your package.json to use these things, which is browser router, switch, route. So I was using these things just to explain the things. If you see slash users, I'm getting the users page. If you see about, I'm getting the about page, just for the sake of explanation. But the thing is different. Not the video is not about the explanation of React router, but it's about the page container. So let's dive in. As you can see here, I am in my app.js and this path is going to home component. So let's go to the home component and see here. I have my header part and I have my footer part and I have the content for this particular page or component. And in the same way I have for about, I have the same header and footer, and even for the users I have the same thing. So I am violating one thing, which is dry, which says don't repeat yourself. I'm not following that, I'm just repeating. And for now I thought like I need a small modification to my header. Let's say I'm a header and I am a navigation bar navman. Yeah, I'm a navman. Yep. So if you see in your home page, I'm a header and I'm a navman. But if I go to my about page, what? I'm not able to see this thing because I'm just modifying in my home, but not in the about. So one thing is, because of copying and pasting, or else because of the violation of this dry, there is this inconsistency of your components. So what we can do, instead of this, I can make a header component and also I can make a footer component, so I can reuse the components wherever I want. So let's try this thing. So instead of having this thing, I'm gonna put my header component, and I already created a header component which I'm gonna show you in a minute, not even a minute, hopefully. This is my footer, and yeah, I changed my home component, about component, and to my users component. So I defined this header already in my layouts folder, which is here, header.js, and I'm putting the same style object. For this thing, I'm not having any reusable stuff, just for the sake of the video. So I'm having the same style object and injecting that style to my header, and also for the footer, I'm using the same style object and injecting to the div of footer. Yeah, actually, I can reuse this thing, put it into a styles folder and export this object, but for now I'm not doing this, so please don't mind. And yeah, now we can check the same thing will be reflected. I'm in my about page, I am about page, cool, and I am in my home page, and yes, I am home page, and let me go to my users page. Hey, what happened? Where is my headers page? And I'm not getting users. Acha, the thing is, I didn't call my header component. See, even though there is a bit of reusability with your header part and footer part, if I forget to mention in my users component, the proper coupling is lost, and because of that, I have this problem, which is I'm not able to see the header. So even this could be a problem, right? Even this is not properly using this reusable kind of thing, but even calling components also a bit of violation of dry, right? So for that, we're gonna use page container. So let me go to my code, and as you can see here, I have my page container, and I'm calling my header this thing, and also I'm calling my footer this thing in my page container. So what this page container is doing is it's coupling whatever the children of page container and adding on the top a header component, and at the bottom it's adding a footer component. So it is a kind of coupling happening with this page container. So if I want to use this page container, I'll just import it and use it in my app.js. So instead of my about, what I do is page container, and as you can see, I'm calling page container, and inside my page container I kept about, and this about is the children of page container, which will reflect here. So already the page container have its header and its footer component, and whatever the child, see, it could be a text, it could be a render prop, or it could be a component, whatever it could be. It could be a normal div tag or p tag, normal thing also. It is as props.children. So I saved this. So let me go to this part. So if I change only to what, about, right? So let me go and see about. Oh, what's this again? Acha, the thing is, I'm header. Why this thing is repeating? Because in my about also I have this header call and the footer call. So what can I do? In my about component, I wrap the whole thing with the page container, and I'll put this needed content as children. So instead of this, I'm gonna do page container, and I'm gonna remove this off, shift delete. No, it's not deleting. Yeah, and I'm gonna pull this down, and the same thing with the other things. Let me pause the video and clean it up. Yeah, I used the wrong word, pause the video, but it's actually pause the recording. And now my home component is ready with the usage of page container and my about and my users. And let me see this. Yeah, and now I need not to put the page container here, because even in about it's completely wrapped with the page container. And now if you see my thing, this is about cool, and if I write anything and I press enter, it directly goes to home page. This is the React router and the regex stuff. So if you are interested to know about this, I'll make another video for this. And if you want to see the users thing, it's working fine. And anything if I want to change, I just go to my header page and I'll write here. So this is a kind of single source of truth. So that's what Redux is all about, right? I'll share those things also. And I am a header and I am a nav man. So as you can see, this is a kind of single source of truth where your header is in any page, the header is same. Until and unless you create your own header in your particular component, the header is same. And if you use the page container, boom, everywhere it's gonna be the same thing. I'm a nav man, and if I go to my home, I'm home page, and if I go to about, so yeah. So I thought of explaining a bit of reusable stuff. This is a very simple use case, pretty simple one. But and one more thing, this height, right, I already predefined. So if I inspect this, so I wrote some 80 VH, something like that. So if you see my thing, 1 minute, this is the whole thing. This is H2, and see, I gave my 80 VH. If this is not 80 VH, it will be like this. So this is the white background, common thing for everything. So you should be very careful, and you should be understanding what height you need to give to your props.children, and that height will be applied. And this thing is also normal 3rem. That is not a problem, but you need to be a bit clear, kind of having min height of 80 VH, something like that. So that will be more ease to use, because if your content is a bit little and in one page the content is more, there is this inconsistency of layout. So it would be preferred, like if you use min height, then it would be better. So because of this reason, I wanted to share this part also. So yeah, this is about some small reusable stuff. So hope you enjoyed. So that's it.
Hope you enjoyed the coding recipe, and the things that I have shared are completely opinionated. If there is any modification or improvement, please drop it down in the comment section. So I will learn from them. We all can cook happy codes. And don't forget to call the YouTube's API by clicking on the subscribe button. And make those two boolean values to true by clicking on the like icon and the bell icon. And thank you again. We all cook happy codes.